let's spend a few moments talking about some of the other options that we have available to us whenever we're creating posts. Now, just give me a moment here, because right now I'm looking at my live blog, the front end of the blog, I guess you could say, and I'm just going to use my browser's back arrow to essentially back up to the admin backend. There we are. This is what we're after here. And give me just a moment here. I'm just going to expand things out so we can see what's happening here. And first of all, what I want to do is I want to talk about excerpts. So I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. Of course, we have the title field for our blog post, and we have the body content for the blog post as well. Then you may have eyeballed this excerpt field here below the body field for your post. Now, what the heck is an excerpt? Well, essentially, an excerpt is a short summary of your blog post. It can serve as a teaser, if you like, for your blog post. Now, they're optional. You don't have to use them. And there's no limit on the length of your excerpts either. You can make them as long or as short as you want, but of course the idea here is to keep them kind of short and sweet. And your excerpts can be utilized by your blog theme, perhaps, maybe by the search results page for your particular blog, or by the archives page for your particular blog, and so on, right? Now, the other thing as well that an excerpt is going to do for you is it replaces your post's full content in your blog's RSS feeds. Now, let me show you how this has to happen here. We need a particular setting to be checked off to ensure that the excerpt is actually going to be used in the RSS feed rather than the full post. So here's what I'm going to do. On the left-hand side, head down to Settings, and you know, there's a lot of options that we have here underneath Settings, and we'll go through a lot of these together, so no worries here. But head into Settings, and then we want to head into Reading. So go ahead and click on the Reading sub-item there. And then I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. And again, we'll talk about a lot of these different settings here, but I just want to point this out here. For each article in a feed, show the full text of the post or the summary. Really, that should read excerpt, because if summary is marked off here, then it's going to pull the post content out of that excerpt field that you and I were just looking at for the individual posts. And again, this is only in the situation where you're setting up your blog's RSS feed, right? Now, I'm going to leave the default here, full text, but if you're going to switch to summary, don't forget to click on Save Changes there. So that's the idea. So to sort of summarize, I guess you could say, your excerpts. I'm just going to head back into this edit screen here while I talk to you here. This excerpts field here is typically used by your theme in the situation where your theme can use the excerpts. Again, maybe in search results or in archives and things like this. And the idea is that it serves as sort of a teaser for your posts. You can use them if you like. I find I use them sometimes myself. It kind of depends on the nature of the post. But anyway, there you are. There's excerpts.